everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this look. It's just a quick, not even a tutorial, but kind of just like a get ready with me with some little tips here and there. And the focus on this is just the eyes, like to pull the eyes out. Sometimes I forget about how much I love this look and I focus more on the inside, but really I think on me this looks the best. I did a little bit more with my eyebrows. If you're interested in seeing this look, then stay tuned. So this is not available anymore. I don't know why. I can't find it. I'll look again just to see, but I love this primer. It came with the All Hours foundation, and I usually just pour a little bit on the back of my hand. And I use the brush that I'm going to use for the foundation. If you do that, it will help your foundation not to absorb all into the brush. And I'll just kind of put it all over. And I'm still using my Monat skincare with the, oh gosh, what is the name of that stuff? The skincare cream that I got from the dermatologist. And so far so good. I can definitely tell Triluma. It's not as strong as if you are used to using Obagi with the retin-A and the hydroquinone, but it's kind of a good trade-off because my skin is not as irritated at all. It hasn't flaked or anything. Okay, then the next thing is I'm kind of in between all my colors right now. And so I took a pump of the BD35, which is probably my all-time favorite shade, which is, it's a little bit too light for me now unless I go over it with a mineral powder a lot. And then I put a pump of the BD50. And hopefully you can see the difference in those. And then I just kind of mix it on my hand like this and place it around. So you can see that spot underneath my eye. It's just some type of, I don't know, some type of something. And I've been working on it with the hydroquinone, and you can see it's kind of irritated where it's coming off some. It's been flaking. Okay, let's see how that goes. Use that same brush and just, and this has such good coverage. I don't even have to use like the Armani Master Corrector or anything. I just kind of go over my eyes, and then I will use a concealer, but at the very end, like I like to do. Best foundation ever. And then I just bring what's left, you know, kind of down my neck. There's a little bit left on my hand. I'm gonna kind of run that under my eyes. Like that. And then I'm gonna clean out my eyebrows. I'm going to take, this is my fault for not sending this back. I've been using that broken up YSL All Hours powder, and the color is B50. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to use, let's use one of the BK Beauty brushes. And just, I've been dabbing in it like this and then kind of working it in the lid. Like that. Oh, I love it. If you liked the Classic Beige, I think you would like this by Laura Mercier. So pretty. So I'm setting with this, and it's adding a little extra color and coverage. I'm going to use this little powder here. It is from Makeup Forever. It's S118, and it is like a contour powder, and it's like a, if I had to say, maybe like a rosier brown, maybe. And I'm going to, you can use one of two brushes. You can use this Makeup Forever little brush like this, or you can use the Ita brush. And I'm going to use the Ita from NARS and just dab it in there and go right in here like that, and then run it up. And if you're, I know I'm going to wear my hair down, so I can do it a little bit more prominent. If I was going to put my hair up, I might lay off just a little bit, but I want to just create that shadow and then bring it up. And then around my forehead, just right up here at the top. I don't want to make it any more narrow, but I want to maybe shorten it some. And then the most important part is the jawline. So I'll start right here and kind of work up like that and then work down. And kind of sharpen that jawline like that. Just create that shadow, and then what's left I just use on the end of my nose like that. Now I'm going to take this old Sedona lace brush. I just love the size of this, and I'm going to kind of soften that all over just a little bit, and maybe add just a little bit more, almost as a blush, like that. Wipe it off on my napkin, and I'm going to kind of soften up that up here. And then I'm going to go right into one of my favorite highlights, which is the Laura Mercier Matte Highlight 01. And the same brush to do the whole tops of my cheeks. That. And then the blush I'm going to use today is the Charlotte Tilbury First Love, and it's one of the only ones I think that are matte, and it's like a nude, real nice blush. And I'm going to just use the same brush and dab, you know, in all the colors and do my blush. I like to do the highlight first and then do the blush after it. That way the highlight's just kind of peeking out from underneath and it's just not so much. Okay, and so let's go ahead and do the lips. That's one of my favorite parts. And I'm going to start off with the Maybelline in Almond Rose. And where's my little mirror? That. And then I'm going to keep that from being so bright and pink, I'm going to go over it with my Lancome Ideal. And that kind of mutes it a little bit. And it adds a little bit of brown. Oh, I got a hair on my nose. Okay, and then I'm going to fill in just a little bit on the edges, like this. Kind of blending that line in. Like that. And then sometimes I even take my finger and kind of rub over it. And then I used the new Buxom color that comes in that little kit, and I think it's called Sugar Drop, yeah. Very pretty. It comes with Dolly too, which is another really good nude color. And that is the lips. Isn't that pretty? And it lasts a long time, and even when your gloss wears off, the liner will still probably be there, and so you can just take this with you. You don't have to take the whole kit with you. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is a little bit to my brows. I wanted to just extend them just a little bit. So I'm going to take this Anastasia powder in Ash Brown, and it is dark because my brows are a little bit darker now. And I'm going to just dab this little Anastasia brush right in this, and I'm going to go right here at the end and then just extend them just a little bit out and kind of hit that highest arch right there. I don't want to add too much, just a little bit, because I'm going to bring my eyeshadow out. So I'm going to extend this a little bit and then kind of bring it up to that little triangle right there. I'm not going to mess with the front because they're already microbladed and I don't need that any more color up there. I'm just basically changing the arch a little bit and bringing those out because I want to do more of that brought out, that drawn out eyeshadow. Okay, and then I'm going to take my clear brow gel, Anastasia, and just kind of comb my brows up and just do it real lightly on that part that you added because you don't want to remove it with the brow gel. One of my favorite eyeshadow bases is this soft ochre paint pot. Sometimes I put it on with a brush, sometimes I put it on with my finger. Today I'm just going to put it on with my finger. Sometimes I put it on with a beauty blender. Just make sure, the secret is making sure you don't put too much on. If you put too much on, it will not, your eyeshadows will not blend as well, and it might even get kind of cakey looking, and you don't want that. You just want a little bit. You can just kind of dab your finger in it. I'm going to put a little bit below too. The palette I'm using is the good old, this is one of the best palettes ever. If you don't have this, I think you would enjoy it, and it is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. And I'm going to use this little sponge thing that I was telling you guys the other day, and I was thinking, why do I like this better than like a business card or anything else you could use? I think I like it just because, I don't know, it's just easy to hold, and I feel like if any fallout does come out, it's going to stick on this. I don't know, so you could probably use anything. I'm going to use one of the BK Beauty brushes. And with these brushes, I usually use these when I don't want a really precise color. Like if I just want a color all over, because these give a lighter wash and this is a bigger brush. So I start off with this, and I'm going to start off with this lightest brown color, which is milk chocolate. And I'm going to put my little, here, let me switch my mirror over here and bring it up closer. Okay, yeah, much better. I'm going to kind of follow the line from the bottom lid to the edge of my eyebrow, and I'm going to go just right in my crease and into the brow like that. Just back and forth. This is just, we're banging out that crease, and it's just a good place to start and get your shape going. So a little bit more into that milk chocolate, and oh, okay, and then yeah, I use this. I was trying to see, how do I do that? Okay, and just bring it all the way out to the edge of your brow like that. Okay, then I'm going to just keep this brush out because I might go back to that. Then I'm going to use one of my Louise Young brushes. These are just the best for just like precise crease work. I like these the best, and I have those kits of all my favorite Louise Young brushes that I sell on my website. So I'll put that link down below because it has this one. It has like a little teeny tiny socket smudger brush and a really good powder brush. It has some good brushes in it. So now I'm going to go into this shade Amaretto, and I'm going to go by that same line, and I'm going to work this in the like outer V and into the crease too. And you'll see that I'm going to start building up more color. Like that, and like a definite line. And bring it out. This is kind of like just how I start, and then I'll finish up after I've done my liner. Like that. Okay, my first liner step, it's kind of a lot of steps, but it's just the way I like it. I like to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Liner, and this is my Louise Young. I have these on my website too, though. See how tiny, tiny, tiny this is? But yet it's got good body, and it doesn't spread out all over the place. It's just a good liner brush. And so I get it on my brush, and it doesn't have to be too neat because I'm just going to create like a a base with this. You gotta do one eye at a time. Bring it all the way in. And I'm not gonna wing this out. I'm just creating this little line. And then I'm gonna take the swab and just, all right, you two. Okay, let me let Bubba out. He's picking on Sassy. Hold on. Hey, I opened the back door. Maybe that'll help because he wouldn't go out the front. He just wants to be mean. Okay, so smudge that out. And then I'm gonna go over here and do the same on this eye. Get all the way down to the lashes. Like that. And then make sure you take a new side of your swab. Don't do it with the same one you used on the other side because it might end up applying more or just making your smudge look different. So you should have something like that. No wing or anything yet. Then I'm going to go in with this brown liner that I love, which is the Benefit Roller Liner. And what I love about it is this really long point it has at the end. So I can lay it like right there where I've done the shadow. It's already kind of marked out a little map for me. And I'm going to bring it out a little bit further than I typically would, but you'll see what I do with the shadow and it all works out good. It just makes your eyes look bigger, and for those of you like me that have more downturned eyes, it lifts your eyes. So I'm gonna lay it on its side and then just bring it over just to like the center like that, and I might even bring it out more like that. I think this magnifying side messes me up actually. Okay, like that, and just make sure the sides look basically the same. I might fill that one in a little bit more so you get the gist. See how it's already bringing my eyes out? And then I think we might use this one a little bit later. It just depends on how the lashes look, but we're through with the roller liner. Now we're going to take that Louise Young brush again, and we're going to go in with, let's go in with, I can't remember what I did yesterday. I think I did some of this Cherry Cordial, which is another like brown with a little bit of that burgundy in it. And go right to the end of your wing and then kind of fill in from there. And you can bring it all the way over if you want to. Sometimes I do. But if you want to, you can just leave it at the end. And I kind of just bring it out to the end of the brow like that. So right here. And then I think I might bring it over like one time and then focus more out here to the brow. Okay, now you can see how it's just, it needs to be blended just a little bit right there. I'll go back and take this brush, the BK Beauty brush that I used the first time, and kind of blend that out with that first color on both sides. Like that. And just basically go back and forth until you feel like you've got the look that you want. And I think that is it. I think I'm going to wipe this brush off, or do I want to use, let me see, I'm going to use this little BK Beauty brush, and I'm going to go into this Champagne Truffle, and I'm going to go right here on the inner corner and in here like that. And then I think I'm gonna take that same big brush and do just the littlest dab on my lid of that little truffle color. So I'm barely touching it just to give a little bit of a highlight on the lids. Okay, do I want to do anything underneath? I might do just a little bit. See, I'll take the same brush, wipe it off, the little BK Beauty, and let me go into that amaretto. And maybe do just a little bit on the edge. Okay, now I'm gonna do my mascara, which I'm still loving this, and I don't curl my lashes. They're pretty, now that I use that Grande, or is it Grande lash? They're long and they're pretty curled. So I'm gonna do my lashes first before I do any false lashes. Okay, so there is the mascara, but what really makes it much better, just cut any, I don't even know what lashes these are. I've got 2 sets here. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll use some lashes, and then when they're getting on their last leg, I'll just cut off the ends of them and then use the ends for corner lashes. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this Star Glue from Amazon. It's really, really black. And put some out on my napkin here. Then I usually just take one of these used Q-tips, put it in there, get some glue on my lashes here, and I'm just gonna set these right on the edge, right here. I don't go all the way to the end because I'm wanting to lift my eyes, so I go about right here. I just felt that stick, and then I'm just gonna make sure that sticks. Like this. Hey Brigey. We are sadly, I wasn't going to mention this, but I feel like it may become an issue with me in the future here. We are dealing with doggy dementia with Bridget. She's 10 years old, and that is really young for a Chihuahua or Chihuahua mix, whatever she is, to be really showing the signs of age, and she just is. And we've had her at the vet, like I don't know how many times lately, dealing with, we thought it was a urinary tract infection. It isn't. We thought maybe it was something was wrong with her liver, and there was a little bit, but we've got that under control. Like she's right here at my leg now, but what we've determined is it's she's just getting old, and so she's doing that thing where she won't get settled. She has a lot of anxiety. She can't sleep at night. She's like walking all over the bed. And so it's very, very, very sad. It is got us all kind of down right now. Okay, so if you have any ideas, I was reading about it last night, and a lot of people said there's medicine that they have given their dogs. And there were some people on there saying that their dog was deaf, blind, and incontinent. That's not going to be the case with us. I'm not having a dog that is walking around deaf, blind, and incontinent. But she's going blind, definitely. They said that she has cataracts, but because of her liver issues, they don't want to operate. But she can still see some, definitely. But we're having to take her up and down the stairs because sometimes she gets tripped up. So, she is going blind, but she can still hear. We had her ears cleaned out and had that checked. And so any information you may have, just leave it below. Okay, this is what I like to do too. Because I did those lashes, and on this eye you can see it a little bit worse, I like to go in with the liner and kind of do a little bit more right here to connect that line. Just with this brown liner. Like that. And you can even... Sometimes I try to pull those lashes over right here. I should have paid more attention with my mascara, but that is that. And I'm not going to put any mascara on my lower. You can. I just don't like it. I like the look of it with nothing on the lower waterline. You can even put a little bit of liner like right in the edge, and it's going to, you know, snatch it up even more. But this is pretty much how I like it. And then the last step is this. You guys know I like doing my concealer at the end, especially when it's a good one like this that doesn't crease. It goes over my powder products perfectly, and my powder products have kind of had a chance to kind of, you know, soak into my skin a little bit and not be so powdery. And so what I like to do is, it's Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflage 30 Light Medium, just like the Tarte Shape Tape. I like to put it on my hand first. This is much creamier than the Tarte Shape Tape. And then I take my hand and kind of blend it in on my hand so that you have just a light amount, and then I do like this. And I kind of go up under my eye and up under that shadow and brighten. But because the color's so good, it's not like a stark, you know, bright color that is not easy to blend in. And then I just take what's left and go around my nose like that. Okay, and then this is the look from yesterday. I love it. It's very simple, but there's just something about really bringing out that outer edge that I love. I feel like it just makes your whole face, you know, come up and out. So I'm gonna go put my shoes on, and then I'll be right back with an outfit of the day. Okay, so here is my outfit of the day. I don't know if you guys remember, I think I bought this from Aritzia or somewhere last year. It's just like a little zip up sweater. And then these are the high-waisted yoga boot cut leggings from New York & Company. They're some of my favorites. I'm using my Fendi Peekaboo, and for shoes, I'm just wearing my Fendi sneakers. I love these. If you guys want a sneaker that's not real bulky, but still comfortable, still looks good with a lot of stuff, and it really adds a lot of detail. I love the white on this. I'm so glad they did that, because that just adds that much more. But so this is the outfit of the day. And for accessories, I'm going to put in my Sheila Fajl hoops that just look good with any outfit. And my necklace is the one I wear all the time from Oliver. And then my rings are this is my favorite one by far, my favorite ring from Miranda Fry. And then I like that one because it fits right there and it does not come off. It just fits there. I think the fact that it's like that signet design kind of just makes it, I don't know, it just settles it right there. And then you guys know my nail polish is the new Hello Kitty collection, which every color is so pretty. I looked at it at Ulta and I love them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed spending this time with you. Let me know down below if you want to see more tutorials, what you want to see, and please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I am posting every day. So I'll see you there. Bye-bye.